and within the lands protected by the Dish with One Spoon Wampum Agreement. An especially warm welcome to Minister Quinn, Minister Jones, Minister Lecce, MPP Cirillo, Parliamentary Assistant Cusetto from the Ministry of Energy and Mines for being here today. The McMaster nuclear reactor is a world-class research facility and the only university-based reactor of its kind in Canada. It plays a critical role in the production of life-saving medical isotopes used in the diagnosis and treatment of cancer and other serious illnesses. It supplies 60% of the world's iodine-125 used to treat prostate cancer at McMaster. We produce enough to treat more than 70,000 patients each year worldwide. The ability to generate different kinds of isotopes supports groundbreaking academic research and has given rise to successful spin-out companies that are advancing nuclear medicine, clean energy technologies, and materials research. These ventures not only contribute to scientific innovation, but also create high-quality jobs and economic growth for Ontario, further solidifying McMaster's role as a global leader in nuclear research and technology. I'd like to invite MPP Cirillo to say a few words.
Thank you. Thank you, President Tai, not only just for your outstanding leadership, but for your deep and ongoing commitment to McMaster University. Your support for cutting-edge research and the exceptional talent here in our community is something that we all applaud. So good afternoon. I am pleased to welcome my colleagues, Minister Quinn, Minister Lecce, Minister Jones, and MPP Cusetto, right here to Hamilton as we celebrate a remarkable investment here at McMaster. As the MPP for Hamilton Mountain, I'm incredibly proud to stand at McMaster, our local institution, a cornerstone of our community, and yet a global leader in medical research and innovation. Today's announcement is an investment in Hamilton's future. By supporting cutting-edge research, we are creating more high-skilled jobs, attracting global talent, and strengthening our local economy. It's a powerful reminder that when we invest in innovation, we also invest in our people. This announcement also reflects our government's strong commitment to public health. It means more hope, more made in Ontario solutions, and Hamilton leading the charge in global health innovation. I want to thank McMaster University for leading the way in in health innovation and for being a driving force in turning research into real-world results. It's now my honor to introduce a long-standing innovator and academic leader, Vice President of Research, Dr. Gianni. Thank you.
Thank you, MPP Cirillo, and let me echo Susan's warm welcome to our distinguished guests. It's an honor to host you today. We are in a moment. The global demand for radiopharmaceuticals is steadily rising, and with your government's investments and leadership, Ontario and Canada are perfectly positioned to grow capacity in a sector that delivers both life-saving treatments and economic strength. McMaster, Canada's nuclear university, is ready to do its part. Our reactor is a unique national asset, producing isotopes used around the globe. It's remarkable to think that since we began producing I-125, our isotopes have been used in the treatment of more than 1 million patients worldwide. But production is just the beginning. Our scientists are developing new radiopharmaceuticals, moving discoveries from the lab bench to clinical trials to patient care. And we're training the people, engineers, scientists, physicians, policymakers, and supply chain experts who will carry this sector forward. We're also building on realized successes at our nuclear-enabled innovation park. Fusion Pharmaceuticals, a spin-off from McMaster's Center for Probe Development and Commercialization, and acquired last year by AstraZeneca for some $2 billion, makes its home at McMaster Innovation Park. It shows what's possible. A premium location where radiopharmaceutical startups can scale and where industry and researchers can work together to move technologies from idea to impact. When you connect all these pieces, government leadership, world-class infrastructure, talent, research, and commercialization, you see the makings of a powerful radiopharmaceutical ecosystem. The opportunities ahead are extraordinary. We should not blink. And with your foresight and leadership, Minister Jones, Quinn, and Lecce, and McMaster's capacity, Ontario is ready to build a radiopharmaceutical future that will not only serve as an economic driver for our region, province, and country, but more importantly, will save countless lives at home and around the world. It's now my pleasure to welcome Sylvia Jones, Minister of Health and Deputy Premier. Minister Jones is focused on building a more connected and convenient healthcare system for all Ontarians, and we're honored to welcome her to McMaster today. Minister Jones.
Thank you so much. It is wonderful to be here alongside Minister Quinn, Minister Lecce for this exciting announcement. You know, when Premier Ford asked me to serve as the Minister of Health, he was very clear that he wanted us to show progress, he wanted us to leverage partnerships, and he wanted us to celebrate success. What do you think? Are we doing that today? It's also great, of course, to see our local MPP, Monica Shirelli, who's been such a strong advocate for healthcare in the Hamilton region. Thank you to McMaster University for welcoming us here today and for your critical work in scientific research and the development of life-saving medical isotopes. Under the leadership of Premier Ford, our government has been making record investments in healthcare to protect Ontario's healthcare system and to make it easier and more convenient for families to connect to the care they need at every stage of their life. We are building capacity in our hospitals and across our healthcare system, including right here in Hamilton, where we have broken ground on the new 57-bed reactive care centre at St. Joe's to create more seamless transitions for patients from hospitals to their community care providers. And in nearby Grimsby, we are getting ready to open the doors to Hamilton Health Sciences' brand new West Lincoln Memorial Hospital, which will serve the community for decades to come. We are also investing in the future, ensuring Ontario continues to build a pipeline for future physicians to care for patients for years to come. Right here at McMaster, we have added 14 new undergraduate and 50 new resident positions at the DeGroote School of Medicine as part of our largest medical school expansion in over a decade. And our government is proud to have supported Hamilton Centre for Integration and Advanced Medical Imaging, which is a partnership between McMaster University, Mohawk College, Hamilton Health Sciences, and St. Joe's, and includes a new MRI suite to increase access to diagnostic imaging and reduce wait times, connecting more patients to the care they need closer to home. Today's announcement is another important investment in our future, ensuring Ontario will continue to be a global leader in life sciences and medical innovation. Our government's investment will support the expansion of Ontario's production of life-saving medical isotopes, ensuring that thousands more cancer patients can receive the treatment they need when they need it. It's now my honour to invite Minister Lecce to share more details about today's important announcement. Thank you. Stay well.
Thank you. Well, thank you very much, Minister Jones. Good morning, everyone. It's an honour to be back here in McMaster. I want to thank the Deputy Premier. I want to thank Minister Quinn. I want to thank, of course, our parliamentary colleagues, Rudy Cazzetto, Monica Cirillo. This is an amazing team of public servants. We are working together to make a difference, to leave an impact, to save lives. But I have to give credit where it is due. After the election, you're newly elected, newly minted MPP in Monica Cirillo, as you can see, a bastion of energy, committed to getting things done. She made it clear, from the Premier all the way down to Nolan, to Sylvia and I, this is a priority, not just because it's good for the economy of Hamilton, it's good for the quality of life of the world, it's the right thing to do. And a year ago, we stood together, many of us back here at MAC, and the president and the leadership team here had a vision. Make this the only research reactor of its kind in this country. Make this a 24/7 vision to go from good to great, to scale with ambition, to really reach the moment that Canada can be, as we already are, a heavyweight when it comes to the medical isotope space. And our government just months ago announced a plan working with Rudy Cazzetto. We together stood and announced that we're going to double production of medical isotopes in this country. We are going to literally be the global hegemon in this space. We already flexed our muscle strong. Half of cobalt-60s coming from this province through our CANDU reactors, made in Canada technology. But we had an ambition to save lives. And today's investment, today's commitment to McMaster, to Hamilton, is a commitment and investment in saving lives. 70,000 men, 70,000 brothers and fathers and sons are saved because of the leadership team, the synergization between medicine, science, and nuclear energy all coming together for the benefit of mankind. Like literally, this is what it's about. But today's investment is going to really allow us to scale. 70,000 now becomes nearly 100,000 lives saved. And I am honored because it hits home for me too. My own father last year was diagnosed with prostate cancer. Like we all have too many personal experiences in the space. 250,000 Canadians this year will be diagnosed. We owe it to them to do everything humanly possible to save a life. And I'm proud that our government, working through the leadership of Minister Jones on the health innovation side, a great commitment to commercializing ideas on Minister Nolan Quinn's side, and a heck of a team between Rudy and Monica working together from the GTHA to Hamilton and beyond to make sure that we invest in the next phase of nuclear tech. And as the Minister of Energy and Mines, but on the energy side specifically, it gives me pride. The nuclear power derived from our CANDU reactors is part of the success of today's announcement. So I came here to say thank you for the dream that Mac had, for the leadership of my parliamentary team, and for all of us working together to save lives, to make a difference, and frankly, to create good-paying jobs in the life sciences sector right here in Canada. We're up against a global threat. We have great challenges in the U.S. and the upending of world order. If we can lean into Canadian energy, CANDU tech, we can lean in to the strengths and the resources, the intellectual property we have in Ontario and Canada, I'm absolutely convinced we can inoculate ourselves from anything thrown at us from abroad. So let's keep building for the sake of our fathers and sons and brothers, and let's keep saving lives. And with that, I want to introduce the man that fought at the Treasury Board for the funding, the guy who did the work. That's Minister Nolan Quinn, who's been an absolute partner, a wonderful friend, and our Minister of Colleges, Universities, Research, and so much more. So please welcome Nolan Quinn. Thanks so much.
Thank you to Minister Lecce for that kind introduction. And it's an exciting day for Hamilton and McMaster, but I think it's worth noting outside this atrium, there's a lot of students that see the excitement in this announcement as well, stopping to take photos. Thank you to President Tai for her welcoming us to McMaster this morning. It's great to be here alongside Minister Jones, Minister Lecce, MPP Sorello, and PA Cazzetto. Over the summer, I've had the pleasure of seeing Ontario's incredible research sector in full force. Whether it's uncovering dark matter at Snow Lab in the north, advancing cutting-edge imaging to find and treat tumors at the University of Windsor Essex Centre of Research, or preventing heart attacks at the University of Ottawa Heart Institute, or even developing new ways for people with disabilities to manage with everyday tasks at UHN in Toronto. Researchers in our province are building a healthier, stronger Ontario every single day, which is why our government could not be more proud to have invested over $2.19 billion into Ontario-made research since 2018. Because every dollar invested in research is a dollar that saves lives and improves lives, advances our critical industries through optimization and job creation, and further positions Ontario as a global epicenter for innovation. When we bring these three things together, we protect our people's health, we protect our economy's resilience, and we protect Ontario. Today's announcement is a continuation of this critical work. Thanks to a nearly $18 million investment from our government, McMaster Nuclear Reactor will now operate 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. This investment will expand the reactor's research capacity by 300% and produce isotopes for 84,000 treatments every single year, in addition to critical radiopharmaceuticals. This will bring more life-saving treatments to our hospitals, our loved ones, and make Ontario more competitive in the global market. Everyone knows someone who has been impacted by cancer. In fact, in this year alone, it is estimated that over 100,000 people in Ontario will be diagnosed with cancer. And medical isotopes, like the ones we are producing right here at McMaster, are critical to detection and treatment of this deadly disease. While we may not be able to predict or prevent if ourselves or our loved ones are diagnosed with cancer, the people of Ontario can rest assured that should you be faced with battling this disease, we have a steady pipeline of made-in-Ontario treatments ready to support your fight. On top of this life-saving work, the expanded capacity of the reactor will also create new jobs for workers right here in the Hamilton area. And it will provide McMaster students with incredible hands-on learning opportunities. So upon graduation, they're ready to excel in Ontario's booming nuclear field. Thanks to our government's support, the McMaster nuclear reactor is now positioned to further cement itself as a global leader in medical isotopes market, with the highly skilled workforce to keep Ontario's production line of life-saving treatments strong today and for decades to come. As we have since the beginning, our government will continue to invest in homegrown research because we know an investment in research is an investment to protect Ontario, and that's something this government will always fight for. In closing, I want to thank the incredible team here at McMaster University for the work that you do at the reactor. And as the Minister who oversees research excellence in our province, I can tell you that the work being done here is truly that. And I want to thank you for your dedication to innovation. I'd also like to thank my colleagues, Minister Jones and Minister Lecce, for their partnership in advancing Ontario-made nuclear and medical research during this critical time for our province. I look forward to seeing the life-changing discoveries made at the reactor with the support of today's investment. Thank you all for joining us here today.
We will now be taking questions from the media. Please state your name and publication. The format is one question, one follow-up per reporter.
Hello, Minister. Albert Concepcion, CP24. Just one question, and it's regards to the Skills and Development Fund. Are you concerned that that the monies could have been better spent on college programs that are facing layoffs and cancellations?
So last year, in the fourth round of the SDF funding, there were 40 projects that were funded in our colleges, amounting to approximately $75 million. So through partnerships, our colleges have been at the table for SDF funding. But that's on top of, in the last 5 months alone, we've invested into over 100,000 new seats across our universities and colleges, whether that's STEM, skilled trades, construction, or nursing. We're investing significant dollars. Year over year, we've invested more dollars into the post-secondary system since we've come into power in 2018. On top of the $5 billion of annual funding we provide the sector as well. So we're going to consistently step up and be there for the college and university system.
Hi, Diona Makalinga with CBC. I wanted to ask, can you elaborate more on the steps the nuclear reactor has taken to make it now a 24/7 operation?
Absolutely. I'll pass it over to my colleagues at McMaster for those.
So we have geared up by, of course, hiring staff. Much of the work that is being done at the nuclear reactor that is quite unique is really looking at various kinds of new isotopes and research related to drug discoveries and ultimately providing a pipeline for cures to other diseases that many of us face. So we've been working hard with our team here to ensure that we have the capacity to do that. And of course, it's a full-on collaboration where we have our very highly qualified staff, we have our student researchers, our postdocs, and of course our faculty that support our activities here. Thank you.
That now concludes today's press conference. Thank you.